Good morning, and yes, it's still so dark out. It's morning. I'm picking up from the airport in Spokane. The load delivers to Great Falls, Montana. So I'll talk to you guys when we get some sunshine out, or at least it's getting brighter. Up for $4.23 per gallon as far as diesel goes. Pretty good rate. Every time there's bad weather, I'm always light, so you know, it's just a thing. Look at this. It's getting worse and worse the higher, the further we go. So I'm anticipating snow in Montana, which is beautiful, beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not scared to drive in it. You know, it's all good. I'm used to it, and you should be too if you're an expediter. If you can't drive in the snow in the winter, then honestly, this job's not for you. Just plain and simple, it's not for you. So, but nevertheless, look at that. The only thing you got to be careful, if you guys don't know how to do this, is passing cars when there's slush on the sides here. Like on the divider lanes, there's slush. You got to be really careful for that. Try not to go in the slush. That's how it works. Otherwise, you get sucked in, and then, you know. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Today I'm taking a TV. That's all it is. I'll show it to you guys a little later. I loaded it up and boogied on out of there. But yeah, good thing I left early or right away. Not wasting any time anywhere because, yeah, the weather. We don't know what's ahead. Hopefully passes will be open. Hopefully everything will be all good. Look at the lake. Hard to see it, but it's there. Crystal clear lake, not frozen or anything, so beautiful. I love it. I love the winter time here, especially Montana, especially the passes. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's the kind of winter driving I'm talking about, guys. This is it. This is the real deal. I mean, we're driving, we're not flying, but you know, some spots are like 50, some spots are less, some spots are 60 miles an hour, you know, things like that. So it is what it is. The only thing is up lookout, you have to have chains. It says so. Gotta have chains for Lookout Pass for commercial vehicles. Mine doesn't count. Montana doesn't care about me, but the other guys, all the semi trucks, they have to put chains on. All the people that are towing something, hot shot trucks also. But for me, I'm just gonna glide through. I don't know if this is the Montana. Oh yeah, it is Montana one. Okay. Well, blades aren't on the ground. I don't know what's up. Maybe they're heading back to reload with their chemicals to put on the ground or something, but they're not scraping. Still, I love it. There's no other adventure other than this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Some people get scared and park and say, oh no, I can't drive. You know, we've had those instances, but those people don't work with us anymore. Because you can't do that. As long as the road is open, we got to keep going. Even if it's 5 miles an hour, you know, we're supposed to keep going. stopped to take a thumbnail picture, and this wind is like, it's super windy, head-on wind with the snow, and the snow is so fine today that when it hits your face, it's like needles, you know, kind of one of those, I don't know, feels weird, feels like little needles, but it's that little fine snow or fine ice, I don't know, one of the two. But anyways, I just love this weather. I love the snow. I know soon it's going to be gone, but another couple months and they'll be over. But it's just driving in this, being here like all alone like this, there's just something about it. It's like a little romance, you know. It's hard to describe what kind of feeling you get when you're out here, barely anybody out here. Once in a while you get a head-on vehicle or something, and that's it. So out here it's just you in the wilderness, kind of like, you know, watching some of that Alaskan stuff or Arctic videos on National Geographic. I kind of feel the same way out here just from this. Beautiful. Good, how you doing? I've got a TV for you guys.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which way does it come in?
It's gonna come through my back door.
The back door, okay, all right. I'll back up a little closer.
Right down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll grab a paper. Simple, just because of the snow. I do want to get out of here ASAP, so I just didn't want to wait for the broker to say anything or whatever. Usually we would have to, you know, not have to, but usually we can charge extra for touching it and carrying it in and whatever, get some money. I don't know, $25, $50 more probably or whatever. We could get it out of them, but this time I asked the broker, hey, are we supposed to carry this in or what is this? It's a, restaurant joint. And they just said, oh, we've been there before. They're supposed to receive it. So it's okay. I'll just tell broker that, hey, we did carry it in all the way downstairs. So, you know, any issues, whatever, not a problem. Today, not a problem, but, you know, if they would have made me mad about something, I would have probably, you know, done my due diligence and, you know, ask for more money. For now, out of here, hurry up and get out of here. I want to get through all the passes, get to like closer to Missoula before it gets dark, and I don't think that's going to happen because it's already 4:10 local time. So I only have really 1 hour before it starts getting dark out here. Let's roll home. Wanted to chit chat about some of those drivers that pull over when it's, you know, still drivable. I'm not talking about like black ice. I'm not talking about if you have, you know, a lot of if you still have time. I'm talking about when it's like, you know, your time pressed and it's direct delivery and you're telling dispatch that, you know, there is, you know, that nobody's driving, everybody's pulled over and so on and so forth. Well, we've been in trouble, and our drivers have been in trouble for doing this. If the roads are open, we're supposed to keep going, even if it's 5 miles an hour. And some people just don't understand that. They think that, you know, they're in charge of what's going on as far as when they can drive or when they want to drive. That's not how it works. You know, when we get a load, we're supposed to deliver it no fail. If we fail, then that means we failed. And when we failed, there could be big consequences of late charges, big rate deductions, or even no pay at all, because we're supposed to deliver it on time. And especially if we're, you know, I understand that, yeah, there could be delays, but if delays are reported, if the driver's driving, you know, 25 miles an hour, but yet he still drove all night and then he came late for his delivery, it's okay as long as he didn't stop anywhere, didn't waste time anywhere, and, you know, we still kept on driving, kept pushing, that's all fine. The problem is when drivers are pulling over because they're scared to drive or don't want to drive, you know, in bad weather, and then we're late. That's the problem. If the roads are open, we're supposed to go. That's how it works. And, you know, if we're not doing that, that's a big risk of not getting paid at all or having big, huge rate reductions. Hope that takes care of some questions that you guys might have. My voice is still not 100%. Sorry about that. And guess what? It doesn't even look like Montana. There's no snow here. What's going on? We got more snow in Spokane than this. But today there's that something happening up in the air, so yeah, they are getting some snow. You do see some here and there on the ground. And up in the mountains, as soon as you get out of town and start going up in the mountains, that's all sticking and that has a effect. So I guess they're in a hole over here and, you know, don't get much snow for now. Good for them. Look at this polar bear. What is this on the left? Oh, polar bear tattoo. Some tattoo joint. Thought it was maybe something for the kids. This is that special romance that I was talking about, where it's just you in the wilderness, nobody else around except for the bears, the moose, the cougars, you know, all that kind of stuff, and you don't know where the divider is. Apparently, it's gonna be, well, can't even feel it. You don't know where the left is, where the right is, you just kind of keep going. where you see fit. But they do somewhat plow this. You know, they do come through here and plow, so thank God for that. Otherwise, I don't know how much snow there'd be here by now. I don't know the name of this pass. It doesn't say it on the GPS, but it's the one that gets you to. It's on highway, what is this, highway 200 already? This is highway 200 already. There's a couple of these little passes here before you get to Great Falls. You don't get this kind of romance anywhere else. Where else are you going to be with no phone service, nobody around, nowhere to stop, nowhere to pull over, in the snow, in 26 degrees, that's what it is right now, driving 45 miles an hour. It's romance. It's beautiful. Looks like the freeway is also nice and slushy and getting icy. Nobody's really done anything here. I mean, I guess they tried to plow, but they're not keeping up with it. So hopefully it won't be a long night, but it could be. And I think it's going to be a long night as soon as I get out of Missoula, start heading up through the mountains. So I wasn't planning to eat anything tonight. But now that I see this over here, I wasn't expecting snow over here. I just thought maybe it was in the mountains. I'm gonna stop by Taco Bell, get something to munch on, and head on out, because I know it's gonna be a long night getting home. It's like it's just gonna be a regular 3 hours and you're home. It could be a half a nighter, or who knows. Hopefully there's no wrecks that, you know, keep us standing there. Hopefully it'll be all good.